10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And aren't we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, will be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge...
Their quarterback, Kamara, was a player on my North Texas team. Now he's a 95 speed impact quarterback.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your uncolored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having a little success on the first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really want.
That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the pitch.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. receiver going in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Hey, listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the front. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
First down, baby.
Usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. The option look. He'll pitch it.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows we're hitting. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking to throw, it's Camaro. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And here comes the offense on second down. reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Burke or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Reese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defense, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Back to throw. It's Kamara. Finds the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out quick.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Washington right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Rides the back on the option again.
What the fuck is that?
All over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. Agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back.
Why are you not fucking moving?
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Trying to get the corner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Safe completion on the screen.
Wow.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the gun, wants to pass. There we go. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets into the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling on the rock.
It's not it. It's not fucking it.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The short hands, it's McKay. it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Back to throw, it's Kamara. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense is a big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Defense made away with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. To the air on first down. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Washington wants to go quickly. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He is complete.
Why can't you just fucking lead him?
Forward just a few.
Is that too much to ask? It's just a fucking normal lead.
This defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. On the option. Now the toss. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Oh, look at Mr. Higgins taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it. So, of course you're
yeah, I
gonna
think
keep playing
4.
fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They're getting talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sets up the screen. He's really close to that first down mark.
Just take him out.
Just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They've been driving. I've just been stopping them. I mean, it's essentially what's been happening.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Such a big part to convert these.
But my offense is complete dog shit.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Jet sweep headed to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
He's looking to throw. Tag out of the air. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got it into the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Quarterback may change this route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chain. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done.
Fired in from the red zone for the score. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's doing.
And he loses the football on the return. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Kamara. Picked off, what a way to set him up. Got him on the return. And he is taken away.
I do think that's like 4 games in a row with pick six.
And that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team.
I think overall with the sliders and still the running, they still can't run the ball.
Rolling again. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the
Yeah,
backfield.
they just can't do it.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
7 attempts, 7 yards.
We'll send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and they wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate
Man,
not
he
to
fucking
lose
pick up a
yardage
block.
on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch count.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get
That's
rid
a
of the
terrible
ball.
punt, Jesus. You know,
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll be guided out of
Fuck is
bounds,
that?
but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emptman up front, Joe Trine as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front of the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary and linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Kamara. Punts it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Touchdown, Wolverine! A great catch and run for 6.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Drake. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Good job, 76. Way to get out there, buddy.
The 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
You couldn't get across that fucking line, you big fucking bitch.
And that leaves the door open. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down. A nice pickup there. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Kamara. Here's a throw downfield late.
That's a fucking interception.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. Makes a catch at the 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. That completion will take it inside the 40.
Yeah, it's fucking killing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. It's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
No gain on the play. Third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions, and trying the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is in.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats.